your meat.
Yep.
So what we have is culantro, garlic, scallion, thyme, and onion, all food processed, and some pepper sauce.
We're not going to say what's in the pepper sauce. It's a secret family recipe.
Exactly. Now we're going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning in, which is just a mix of Italian herbs, oregano, basil, probably some more thyme. I'm going to put an egg in here soon as well. That doesn't go fast enough for me. There we go, better. That's probably about 2 teaspoons. Gonna add a little cumin. It's like a soundtrack. Have like a teaspoonful of cumin. Now, I'm going to put the blade back in the food processor with some saltfish in it. Remember to put the blade in before you put the saltfish in. Using a boneless salted pollock as opposed to a cod, because cod has way too many bones and they're annoying to pick out.
Indeed.
This is putting it in the food processor. You could use a fork. I've already soaked it and poured out those salty water 3 times. And you could do this with your fingers, but it won't shred up as fine. And then you could do it with a fork, but it still won't shred up as fine. You're always going to have to get in there and press down the big pieces towards the bottom. You want your saltfish to have a little bit of salty taste left, just so you don't have to add any salt to your fritters. Stop. Stop. amount of water you're going to need is going to be different for wherever you are, altitude, humidity in the air. But we want a batter consistency, like a thick pancake batter. Like this is too thick right now, so I'm going to add some more water. I still have a lot of flour to incorporate. Just going to add a little more water. So you want to do it little by little. Now, if you're someone that cooks a lot, you know that when you're working with flour, the more that you stir it or knead it, the tougher it will get. So we're not really worried about that because I want to incorporate everything, and I'm going to let this rest for half an hour to an hour anyway before we actually fry it. And of course those lumps, you still have lumps of saltfish, which is good. You want that because that's what's in it. You want lumps of fish, little lumps, not huge pieces. But this is it. This is what your batter should look like. Now that I've done the batter, I have to let it rest because I've been stirring up the flour and it's going to make it tough. And if you want to do gluten-free, you can also use rice flour for those who are doing the whole gluten-free thing. Okay, while we're letting our batter for our fritters rest, see, it's resting. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna make some tamarind sauce. Now, some people like to use chutney with their Accra. Some people just like to dip it in pepper sauce. I like to have a nice sweet and tangy and spicy tamarind sauce.
Oh yeah, baby.
Now, there are lots of ways you can make tamarind sauce. There's the easy way, and there's the hard way. Today we're going to do it the easy way. The easy way basically requires a small saucepan with a little bit of water and tamarind ball candy. Basically, tamarind ball candy is tamarinds that have been boiled down and then sugared and formed into balls. So, turn around. So I just went to my local store, went to the ethnic section. If you don't have one where you live, I really don't know what to tell you. But if you have any type of Jamaican or West Indian section, or sometimes you can even find it in an Asian section, this is tamarind ball candy. So I got my water on the fire, and basically I just bought a lot of bags of tamarind ball candy. I'm going to pour them in the water because basically what I want to do is melt down the tamarind balls. Now what is important to remember is tamarind ball candy, just like tamarind, sometimes has the seeds or the pits in them. The same way how a cherry has a pit, tamarind has a pit. So sometimes they don't take them all out, but before we serve this, of course, we'll make sure that we have no pits left. These are some of the seeds, which what I'll do is get a fork and I will start searching for my seeds. It's very saucy. As it cools, it will thicken. I'm going to let the strainer sit in the bowl a little bit, so in case there's anything else that's coming out, it'll just drain into the into the bowl. Okay, stop it now. You want to strain out your Accra. They're nice and puffy and pretty. So we strain them out, let that oil drain off. It's open, it's nice and fluffy inside. You could go ahead and dip it in your tamarind sauce. And it's really, really good.
Yeah, man.
My computer's unusable.
Okay.